so there's really no excuse not to listen to the Neil Archer Show. Well, chaps, well, it really upsets me to say that my country, the UK, is failing. It's the levels of immigration are ruining this country. And in fact, there's a new report out which states that analysing migration, birth and death rates, it's predicted that white Britons, who currently make up around 73% of the UK population, will become a minority in less than 4 decades. London and Birmingham were already revealed to be minority white British in the 2022 census. And now research by political academics Matthew Goodwin suggests that white Britons will make up just 57% of the population by 2050 before slipping below 50% in 2063. By the end of the century, they will make up just over a third of the national population, with the share of the population that is non-white will stand at 59.3%. This is horrendous. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I think that may even be a bit of an underestimate. I think it could happen sooner. It started. I mean, we've always had immigration for 100 years and odd, but it started the current sort of problem, if you like. I think started with Tony Blair, who was the Labour Prime Minister a while back, and I believed he said something to the effect that he would shove immigration down everybody's throat. I mean, that's the kind of guy that he is. I mean, he's also thought to be a war criminal because he was involved in the wars in the Middle East. And I mean, he's just all in all a terrible man. I mean, he was totally on board with the EU and probably the WEF, and it was said that he wanted to be the president of Europe. The man's it's beyond the pale. But I can see that if as this carries on and people in the country start to I think to recognise how bad it's becoming, there is likely to be some kind of I think that it's a blow up. I think there could be a civil war. I think things are getting to the point where English people will eventually they will blow, and when they blow, it will be pretty awful because I think we tend to have quite what's the opposite of a short term? I mean, I never know the expression is long. I mean, we have a slow burning fuse, if you like, and once that gets to the sort of point of explosion or ignition or whatever term you want to put on it, then it's really going to blow. I think that it's interesting. It's a different subject, but I was watching a video by John O'Looney yesterday. And in fact, I made a video about that. And one of the things he said in that, although he was talking about COVID and the vaccine, that there might well be what he called street justice or street. Can't think exactly the term that he used, but I mean it meant that if nothing was done by legal means, then people would take it into their own hands, and I think that the build-up of there's been so many issues and problems lately, COVID being one of them, immigration being another, that the powder cake's it's got to blow at some point, and when it does, it's going to be, as I say, it's going to be pretty hefty, I think, and it is likely that people may well take the law into their own hands, and the people that they consider to be guilty of creating this situation might well be. I'm not going to say. Well, it's difficult because I don't want to. I don't want to get accused of inciting violence, but it could happen. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Well done if you got this far, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers for now.